So yesterday I posted a little snippet on Snapchat of me buffing and polishing my truck, and I had too many people ask me on how to do it, and today I'm just gonna do a little showcase and just show everybody what I use. Once again, I'm not a professional, so I'm not the fucking best at it. It's just what works for me. So this is a clay bar kit. Got it from O'Reilly's. Comes with this mist and some clay. And then it also comes with that microfiber. But you would end up spraying it on the panel, wiping it with the clay back and forth, and then just drying the whole body panel off with the rag. And then that's when you go in with your pads. So both of these you can get at Harbor Freight. You can get this at O'Reilly's or AutoZone. Same with both of these. I think I got both of these at O'Reilly's. But the black pad is on the other one. So your yellow pad, what you would use, right, is for your low cut, high finish. So you need a fine cut cleaner. And then this is your fine cut, high finisher, right? So this buffing that I'm doing, it's literally just like light scratches. It's not gonna be able to get just all the heavy scratches that are in it. You can tell I got a lot of it out, but go ahead and look up at that light. You can still see I got a couple of them here and there, but it's not perfect. But both of these I got from O'Reilly's, and these pads were from Harbor Freight. Clay bar kit was from Harbor Freight, O'Reilly's. And then this is the polisher that I'm using. I got this from O'Reilly's or AutoZone. It's got a little 1-to-6 dial on it. And I'm just gonna set the phone down. I already did this half of the truck. So I got my hood repainted not that long ago. So I'm not gonna repaint the hood or buff and polish the hood. But as you can see here, I got a lot of swirls in it. A lot of fade in the paint. It's not really glossy. It's all down this side too. This was actually the side that I wanted to buff and polish, but I started on my tailgate, or actually started on my grandpa's old white truck, and then I came in here and started on my tailgate because it was terrible. And then this whole side of the truck still needs done. We can go ahead and look at the other side though, just what I have done. It's a little dirty still, but it's not bad. Especially for people that don't know what they're doing, it's gonna help out a lot. Up here, this is literally the most clap part about my truck. Fucking clear coat's peeling. Or not even peeling. It's smooth, but it's just, I don't even, like fading, I guess. I don't know. But a little bit more on this. And so with step sides, you actually need an 8-inch buffer. That's not an 8-inch buffer, so I have to either have to go buy a new buffer and do it, or I can hand polish it. I really don't want to, but that may be what I have to do to it. But I'm gonna go ahead and set the phone down for the other side, and I'm gonna start on that and pick up every once in a while and just show y'all what I'm doing and explaining it in depth. So right now, we're about to clay this fender right here, just this whole panel. So take that mist, quick detailer stuff that you got in your clay bar kit, and you're just gonna soak the whole panel of the truck, and you're gonna end up having your clay or whatever. It's gonna feel wrong at first. It felt so wrong when I was doing it, but it actually worked out pretty well. And you're just gonna clay the whole truck, literally just rubbing it on the panel. This is just getting all the oxidation, all the, what was that? All the wax, it's just gonna clean the paint. It just sounds bad just when I'm sitting here rubbing it against this. You don't even have to really get this kit because you're gonna end up buffing it anyways. But it's literally just preference. I'm just showing it just for this sake. But I usually do, but how I said, you don't have to if you don't want to. And then you're just gonna dry the panel off. And then I have to run around and grab the other buffer, hold on. So first you're gonna take your yellow pad. Remember this is your cutting pad. Stick it on there. And you're gonna get your fine cut from Meguiar's. And reminder, this is just taking a little bit of your clear coat off and pretty much just repolishing it, if that's the way I can put it. And you're just gonna put a couple of dabs on there like that, and you're gonna get your buffer, put it all the way down to 1. This is what I was talking about with it, and go all the way from 1 to 6. Just keep it on 1 for this part. You're just gonna dab it in a couple of spots on the panel, just everywhere that you're gonna be hitting with the buffer. or that you're wanting to hit with it. And first, you're just going to start slow, just kind of working it in. And then once you get it most of the way worked in, you can go ahead, buff it up to 3 or 4, or I just go straight to 6. But it's just whatever your preference is, really. So now it's worked in to the panel. You can go ahead, turn it up to 6, and start your lapping all the way through the fender. And then you're gonna want to go left to right on the fender, just to work it into all the scratches, buff. And then you got your cut all finished. You just go ahead and wipe it. And as you can already tell, just with that first little buff, I missed some polish right there. But as you can already tell with that first buff, I got just a couple more scratches in there I need to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over that one more time, and then I'll pick y'all up whenever I'm doing the polish part of it, not the buffing, because this usually takes the longest. But y'all can already tell it's looking way better than this over here. I don't have such a haze to it. There still is a little bit, but you know how I said it's just a fine scratch. It's nothing deep. You're not going to be able to get everything out. It's not going to be perfect. This is just for people that really want to get into it, but too scared to actually do it on their own vehicle. And remind you, this is a 2004, so it's not, all this paint is original. So over there on the other bedside where it's already came up a little bit, I went ahead and did over that. I did go through the clear just a little bit, but it was already fading up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this fender again, and then I'll pick y'all up when I'm on the door. So really, when I was doing my cut on that, I should have did a couple more passes, but it's nothing to worry about. It's not, truck's 20 years old, it's not gonna be perfect. Told you I was gonna pick you up on the door, but I need to show y'all how to polish it. Go ahead, throw your black pad on, and then you have your compound by Meguiar's. Go ahead, do just how you did your cut. Throw a couple of splotches on there. Dime size, really. Make sure your buffer's set back at 1. And we're just gonna dab it on there just like we did the cut. And I said it's just gonna be the same thing that you did with your cut. You're gonna go left to right, down. Really, on the cut, I should have did it more, but I just said it's not gonna be perfect. So go ahead, bump it up to 6 after you got your first pass done. And after you go ahead and get done with your buff, grab a different microfiber towel and go ahead and just wipe it all off. And reminder, while you're doing this, you don't want to give too much pressure, but just lean on it just a little bit, but don't force the buffer onto your panel, because it's just going to work through your clear coat even faster. Like mine, it wasn't that bad, so all I really needed to do is just hold it up to it and do my passes. I didn't need to sit there and hold pressure on it the whole time. And you want to go ahead and get as much of this polish off as you can right now, because if you, say you get done buffing your truck and say there's leftover compound on it and you let it sit out in the sun, have fun getting it off, because after it cooks on there for a little bit, it's not going to be very fun trying to get it off. And whenever you are buffing or cutting, really either or, if you're doing any kind of paint work, make sure you're in a closed area where the panel is cool, it's not out in the sun. Don't do this underneath your carport or anything like this. Try to find a shop or something that's going to keep stuff off of it and keep it out of the sun for the time that you are going to be buffing it. So now we go ahead and look at it. It looks so much better. You can still see, this was the bad side of the truck. The other side of the truck wasn't that bad, but you can already tell a huge difference. If I just keep dragging the phone, this is what we've already done. This is the door I haven't touched at all. You can already tell a big difference with how much that light is hazing. From afar, you can't tell from afar. You can see I got scratches coming all the way down here and over here, that light just right there. It's only just where the light is in the ceiling. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna clay bar this door, and then I'm gonna pick y'all up when I'm cutting it. I just went ahead and clay barred the door, the panel. I'm not really worried about this pillar, just the rear one where you can see most of it. So black pad, take it off, grab your yellow pad, and I'm probably gonna have to go get a new microfiber because I just dropped that one. Same thing, fine cut, and you're pretty much just gonna do this process all the way around the vehicle. It's just gonna be like this the whole time. Buffer set at 1, and I would suggest whenever you go to smack your buffer on there and spread it out, do one corner to the other corner, so you're trying to get the most even spread that you pretty much can out of it. A reminder, I didn't do it on that fender as much, but say if you have more scratches on your door than you do your fender, you can go ahead and go over it a couple more times than what you did on the previous panel, or panel you're on, or whatever panel you. And that's just gonna take more of the clear coat. It's just gonna buff more of the clear coat away, so you can get down to those scratches a lot better. But reminder, I'm not a pro. I don't have 15 cars that I've buffed underneath my belt. I'm just doing this for everybody that is too scared to do it on their own vehicles, just so you can see a difference in it. And because I'm sure there's a lot of people that want to do this to their vehicles. The shops pay a lot for it, and when you can just buy all this stuff for $150, so then go ahead and do it on your own vehicle. It saves you a lot of money. But I will say, whenever you get done buffing the whole vehicle, it'd be a good idea to go ahead and throw a wax, or not a clear coat. I can't think of the name of it. It would just be a good idea to throw a wax on it, or anything that you'd want, like a ceramic. That's what I was thinking of. Like a ceramic, if you want to throw ceramic on your vehicle, or anything like that. So then it's on the paint and it's there. So whenever you go to wash your vehicle next time, you're not having to worry about water spots, etc. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buff the bottom part of the door and that back panel. And there's really not much to it at all. A lot of people are just scared because they hear it's anything to do with your paint. You think that you mess it up, it's going to sit there. And if you do mess it up, there's a lot of consequence in it. But it's not that bad when you're just doing a little thin scratch type of buff. You really can't mess much of it up at all. But I'm going to go ahead and grab some more polish and do that pillar. And this is a rotary buffer, so there's a lot less chance of you burning through your clear coat just because the pad's not moving in a circle. It's moving in a circle, if that makes sense. So you have one part of inside the buffer that just spins in a circle, and then this is just slinging it out. It's hard to explain, but a lot of people know what I'm talking about for the most part. I just suck at explaining stuff. So I just got done buffing the rest of the door. The video cut out because my phone's running out of storage, because this is all I do on my phone is just record videos of my truck. So I already did the door. I polished the top half of it. I haven't got to the bottom or whatever. But this is just a video for people that want to get into it but too scared to do it on their own vehicles, and just help people get into it, because I know it can be scary doing this type of stuff to your vehicle, because there's a lot of repercussions if you mess up or whatnot. But this is just a little help for your paint. I'm not a professional, really. I'm just trying to help people get into it. And a lot of people were asking me about it, so I'm going to give y'all one more walk around the truck. I still haven't done this bedside, but I've done the doors. Literally just this bedside right here is the only part I haven't touched yet. But if you're going to do it on your own vehicle, good luck, have fun, nothing to worry about. It's just a little sand off your paint and just repolishing it. It's not going to hurt it that much. But have fun doing it to your stuff, because it takes forever.